Hi there, welcome! Today we have another color combination request and it's purple slash aubergine with green. And actually I want to recreate a look that I saw Michaela recreating and I really loved it. I'm just going to pop the inspiration picture somewhere on the screen. The original artist is D. Alexandria. She's Russian, I think. But like, I think those are models of hers. This look is actually blue with green, but I'm going to switch up the colors. I'm just going to keep the green and add aubergine or purple instead. So I'm excited. I feel like lately, especially, I need inspiration from other artists because I find myself doing the same type of looks, like the same shapes. Even though I always switch up the colors, but I do want to try new stuff. Let's get into it. I'm going to prime my eyelids with a little bit of concealer. It's going to be a little bit tricky because I don't have liners or pencils in those colors, so I'm just going to use eyeshadows. And I will also need to set this into place. I'm just going to use kind of a cream shadow to set this into place. The look does not have much eyeshadow going on. It's mostly eyeliner and the lower lash line is quite heavy. Again, since I do not have eyeliners or pencils or bright pigments in those colors, mine are not going to look as vibrant, but I'm going to try my best. I'm going to take the green from the Tribe palette by Juvia's Place. This one. This is one of the brightest greens I own. I'm gonna need a flat angle brush. This is an Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow brush. I'm just going to use it. And actually, I will wet my brush first, just so it picks up the shadow a little bit better. Then I'm going to dip into this eyeshadow. Tap off a little bit of that excess. And let's see, I'm going to draw this green line in my crease. Actually, it's a little bit above my crease, so it's visible when I have my eyes open, because I have deep set eyes. Okay, I'm building up the color a little bit. A little bit of that falls on my lid, but if I need to, I will just reapply the concealer underneath, but I don't think that's necessary. Okay. It's pretty visible when I look ahead. I mean, it could have been better if I did not have deep set eyes, but I can't change that, so. Okay, I looked for purple, and I think I'm going to go again for the Amethyst Obsession. It's by Huda Beauty. I used this in a video from last week. I think it was the Valentine's Day look, I'm not sure. Anyways, I'm going to take this shade here, the darkest shade of the palette. My brush is pretty damp, I just washed it, but I'm going to apply some more setting spray. And pick up this shade, and I'm going to use it to do a wing liner. I'm just going to kind of do it on the outer corner of my eye, so it extends my eye a little bit. It's obviously not as bright as it would look with an actual liner, and I get a lot of fallout on my face. That's why I decided to do my eyes first, because I knew that if I was using eyeshadows it would just be a lot of fallout. And if you need to, in the process, you can wet your brush again. I actually think I'm going to do that. Spraying the brush kind of helps with making the liner a little bit more defined, because it can look quite soft since we're using eyeshadows. And with this trick you can create basically any colored liner you want. Again, it's going to look a little bit softer than an actual liner. I feel like it's better than buying 10,000 color liners. My lid is going to stay kind of bare. I'm just going to apply a little bit of glitter. I'm thinking the Diamond Bomb. Okay, here's my Diamond Bomb. Just going to take some of my finger and place it in the center of my lid. This alone, without that heavy lower lash line, could be a very cute everyday makeup if you want to incorporate colors into your routine. Like even make the liner black, so it's a little bit less color and just a detailed colored liner in your crease. That will look awesome, and I think I'm going to do something like that next time I go out. You see, that's why it's once in a while I need to recreate other artists' work, because it inspires me so much. I don't know if I'm going to apply the liner all the way to my inner corner. I'm actually just going to apply it in the inner portion here, but I'm going to leave the center bare. This is a trick for round eyes. If you apply the liner here, where your eye is the most rounded, let's say, it's going to emphasize that. But if you just apply the liner here and here, you're just going to make it look like it's more extended than it actually is. At first, I wanted to do my lower lash line after I finished doing my face makeup, but seeing that amount of fallout, I think I need to do the entire eye look before I do my face. Otherwise, my face is going to be a mess. So, okay, let's move on. I applied some mascara and outer corner lashes. Okay, I'm going to take the same purple. I'm actually going to wet my brush first. Okay, I'm applying it in the inner corner, kind of continuing my eye, maybe just a tiny bit underneath, so something like this. And then I'm extending it towards the center of my lid. I'm stopping about where my iris starts, and I'll be trying to make this line as straight as possible again, so it kind of extends my eye a little bit. And I'll also apply this same shade on the outer corner of my lower lash line, and I'll make sure to connect it to the top part. So again, it kind of creates a straight line here. I'll move back to the greens and I will apply it in the center of my lower lash line. And I'm actually going to attempt to apply it on my waterline. It's not going to last because it's an eyeshadow, but again, I do not have a green pencil. So I will attempt to cover my waterline with something, but again, just in the center. I look a little bit sick right now. Hopefully, after I cover my dark circles, it's going to look a little bit better. I will just diffuse this lower lash line a little bit, so it doesn't look as harsh as it does. But I'm going to leave the inner corner pointy like this. I'm not going to blend it. And I will use a little bit of Diamond Bomb over the green. I'll take my Urban Decay Glide Liner in the shade Alkaline, and I will apply it on the waterline, but again, just on the sides, just where the purple is. I think I'm just going to go a little bit with the eyeshadow on top to make the colors match a little bit more. Okay, I'll move on to my face makeup. First, I'm going to prime with a little bit of Beauty Blender Leveler Primer, just in the center of my face, if I manage to get it up, as usual. Okay. So a little bit in the center, I'm going to press it in with my fingers. I have this issue where I don't know how to apply primer without moving my sunscreen around. I feel like if I do this kind of thing, I feel my sunscreen moving somehow. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but my chest and my neck are a little bit darker than my face because I used self-tanner yesterday. So I'm going to go for slightly darker foundation. This is the Makeup Forever Reboot foundation in the shade Y245. Okay, I think the shade is fine. I usually use this one on summer, and now that I'm a little bit tan, I think it will match me. And I'm just going to blend it in with my Real Technique sponge, doing little bouncing motions, and I'm going to bring it down my neck a little bit. Moving on, I'm going to apply a little bit of concealer using my Stay Naked. Being very careful around the eyeshadow to not mess it up. Next, I will apply my bronzer. I will use the Dior Nude bronzer, and this is a Morphe M405 brush. I'm going to use stamping motions because I do not have powder on my face and I don't want the bronzer to cling to the foundation. Applying a little bit on my forehead. time for a little bit of cream blush. I'm going to use my Fenty cream blush in the shade Crush on Cupid, and I'm just going to use my fingers and just, oh, a little bit too much. I switched to a clean finger and tapping it a little bit above the bronzer. I'm just going to powder my under eyes. I'm going to use my RCMA no color powder. First I will make sure there are no creases, and I'm going to take my Real Techniques setter brush, coat my brush into the powder, and apply a light coat of that. Next comes highlighter. I'm going to use my Becca cpop. I just want something a little bit brighter today, and I'm going to use my Sigma F03 brush, tap off the excess, and just apply that on my cheekbone, a little bit on my chin, tip of the nose, and where's my diamond bomb? I want some of that. That is lovely. I'm going to apply some of that diamond bomb on my brow bone. Okay, let's do the lips. I'm going to apply this Boys and Berries lip pencil in the shade Butter Nude, this tiny little guy that I'm almost finishing up. I'm overlining in the center a little bit, because that's just what I like. I'm going to blend in the sides, because I want to apply a lighter color, but I want that just in the center. Okay, the lighter color that I'm going to use is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade Driver. This is such a gorgeous nude. I'm just going to take some of that on my finger, so I don't apply too much. Just doing little stamps right in the center. I will finish up the lips with this Essence Wet Look Gloss. And that's everything for today's look. I really hope you like how it came out. It's a little bit weird, but I really like it. Again, this color combination kind of reminds me of Halloween. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. And that's it. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!